The Coruscant Republic gunship has got to be one of the most unexpected LEGO Star Wars sets of 2023. I think it's an amazing set, but a lot of people didn't like the minifigures included. In this video, I'm comparing the official LEGO Clone Troopers from this set to the Clone Troopers made by Grandpa Clone Customs. Let's find out which one's the best. Let's start with the Coruscant Guard Shock Trooper. On the left we have this minifigure from LEGO's set, and on the right we have the custom from Grandpa Clone Customs. The first big difference between these two minifigures for me is the helmet holes, obviously included on LEGO's minifigure. These were introduced in the 2022 ATT set, so you can add visors and antenna to the LEGO Clone Troopers. Unfortunately, the Shock Trooper doesn't come with any of these, so the helmet holes do look like an eyesore for no particular reason. That's why I prefer the Grandpa Clone Customs one. Another big difference between these minifigures is that the Grandpa Clone Customs one has red arms like the Shock Trooper LEGO made in 2014, but in 2023 LEGO changed this to have white arms. I looked up some photos online, and honestly, I think the white arms might actually be more accurate. The ideal situation would be a white arm with a red arm print at the top where the shoulder's meant to be. Either one of these is fine. I think red may look a bit better, but for accuracy, I've got to give it to LEGO here. The torso and legs for these minifigures are pretty much identical, so there isn't much to add there. Overall, my favourite between these two has to be the Grandpa Clone Customs one, purely because the LEGO one has those ugly helmet holes. Next up, we have the official LEGO Star Wars Phase 2 Commander Fox minifigure versus the Grandpa Clone Customs one, and I think the custom shows just how good the LEGO one could have been, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be. Let's talk about the one positive thing about the LEGO version before we absolutely destroy it with this awesome custom. So first of all, LEGO has a visor and the custom does not. I actually think a black visor would have looked way better on this minifigure than the grey one they chose, but at least there is a visor and that is accurate to the character. It makes sense to have helmet holes on this minifigure because you don't see them, unlike on the Shock Trooper, so that is a nice use of them. Unfortunately though, it just looks pretty ugly. The Grandpa Clone Customs minifigure doesn't have a visor, but it doesn't need it because it doesn't have those ugly helmet holes. Yes, it would have made it a little more accurate, but let me be clear, the LEGO minifigure is really way more inaccurate. This one has arm printing, the LEGO one doesn't. This one has an accurate torso print with the correct amount of white on the torso, and the LEGO one doesn't. And the biggest issue that people had with the LEGO minifigure is that it had the Karma or belt cape printed on, but the Grandpa Clone Customs one solves that and gives you an actual cloth piece. That looks amazing. I don't understand why LEGO didn't do this. They've started printing them on and it does look pretty ugly. I much prefer the actual cloth piece and I hope LEGO brings it back. This custom ultimately shows how great LEGO's one could have been, and I much prefer that to the official figure. You can check out Grandpa Clone Customs with the link in the description, and if you want to see some more of his awesome minifigures, you definitely need to watch this video.